Well, let me compadres, Brian the Bold here, and today I felt like it would be a great day to get some views and get that YouTube revenue by doing not a YouTube review, silly, a BattleFront tips and guides how to not suck. Remember the Water Tanks tips and trips for noobs who want to get bad at this game? Well, it's practically like this one, only except it's not on Water Tanks, it is on Battlefront. And so I will be in this video for around, 11 minutes and 2 seconds. I'll be telling you, or maybe less, about how to do Battlefront and how to do it well. Now, I may not show it in this video, but I will tell you, because I've seen myself do some things, not to get cocky, but I've seen some things that I felt like I should share for other people to see online. So let's get started with the most obvious one, is to point straight. Now, you may be asking yourself, that is the most obvious thing, why are you telling us this? Well, let me tell you, I have seen so many people point their guns down while running, and so that brings a huge disadvantage to yourself, because not only do you have to stop for at least like 2 seconds to re-aim at the person in front of you, but you have to, again, re-aim. That's something you don't want to do. So if you want to get that instant kill and a snippy snap, you want to diddly-doo get that gun in front of your face and not on the ground, because when that gun's in front of your face, it's in front of their face. And you know what that means? Headshots. Headshot for days. You know what that means? Either instant kill or a fast and easy death for the enemy. And just imagine, if you're pointing at the ground and you have to re-aim and stop, then they can kill you so easily, because they follow my tactics. You want to win in this game? Follow my tactics. I got you, fam. Another thing that I've seen so many people do that I find very it's not really their fault, but they're used to doing this in first-person shooter games, is that they stop when they try to shoot. That is a very, very costly mistake in Battlefronts, because you don't want to stay still while shooting. You want to keep moving. You want to keep momentum while you're attacking people, because in this game, lucky for us, is that when we are shooting, our movement does not affect anything with our weapons, so it's not like you're gonna lose accuracy. No, you can jump, sprint, do whatever you want, and the gun will keep its accuracy, depending on how accurate it is. So you can't make it any more accurate unless you had a cooling cell, or I think something else, or focus fire. I'm sorry, focus fire. You needed focus fire for that, but we'll talk about that in another video, but we'll talk about it briefly. But if you just, do that, I'm pretty sure you'll be well at this, because, if you just, keep moving, you'll be fine. And, even though this is like CSGO. Like, I haven't played CSGO, but I've seen some people do it. But if you're jumping around, you're a very hard target to hit. So if you keep your momentum moving while shooting, then you'll rack up the kills and get them kill streaks, because, you need them kill streaks. Another thing that I see so many people make a mistake on videos is that they think that there's a good gun in Battlefront. Well, let me tell you the truth. There is no good or bad gun in Battlefront, to tell you the truth. I think there is one gun that is not a fan favorite in Battlefront, which is the Relby V10, because the damage on that gun is kind of pathetic. Not kind of, it really is pathetic and really cute. So if you want to commit suicide and don't get any kills, or just rack up them lucky kill streaks, then go ahead for the Relby for that big challenge. But any other weapons in Battlefront, they are very, very good at what they do. And so with big maps, you want to go for medium or long range weapons. Short range weapons do work well, but if you use the medium to long range weapons, I feel like you'll be more successful at not only not dying a lot, but also getting a lot of kills. And that's what is the most important thing about Battlefront, or any game, is racking up the kill streaks. You need those kills. You don't get any kills, you don't feed your family. You want to feed your family, don't you? Then you gotta get those kill streaks, or else little Timmy's not gonna eat tonight. And you know what happens when he doesn't eat? He gets very cranky. So if I were you, I would pay attention, because if you're not paying attention and you're watching someone else's video, congratulations, you're gonna feed not only Timmy, but little John as well, because my video will only bring you to that much of success. So, you know, just, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And so, again, use the medium to long range weapons with bigger maps. And also, another thing that I see myself not doing as much, but I know to do, is check your mini map. As you can see right now on the game, on the, you know, gameplay that I've shown you right now, you can see little red markers. That's indicating that there's enemies in that direction, in that general direction. It won't tell you exactly where they are, but they can tell, that mini map can tell you the general direction of the enemy, and that helps a lot. But not many people use it. Only skilled players know how to use it very well. I am not that skilled player because I don't know how to use it very well. But if you know how to use it, not only will you help you in this game, but it'll also help you in other games as well. Games that rely on minimaps, that rely on focusing on where the enemy is or where the objective is, because you need to know where the enemy is, because if you can't see him, the minimap will show you. But you can counter this if you want by using the scout trait, which allows you to not be seen on the screen by you know, as long as you don't shoot or run. So if you don't sprint, you'll be fine. If you don't shoot, you'll be fine. If you have the if you have the perk, but anything else, you will be spotted on the minimap. So with that being said, there are also many things like accessories and equipment, like star cards and traits. Traits are little abilities that allow you to do some things, so they're level 1, 2, and 3. So let me give you an example. Let's give, let's go for, I'm trying to think of one that's really good for an example. Let's go for Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter allows you to get little power-ups every time you get somewhat of a level of a kill. So with level 1, if you get this certain amount of kills, you'll get a little power up that, which, you know, won't really do much for you, but it'll help if you know how to use it. And then level 2 allows you to get power ups a little bit more quicker every time with every kill. And this power up with level 2 will help you in somewhat of a way. It's not as useless as level 1 power ups, but with level 3, you can guess what it is, right? It will give you faster. Well, it will allow you to get power-ups faster, and it will give you power-ups that are very necessary. So imagine yourself in indoor, stuck between a sticky situation with an ATST, and you have nowhere else to go. Get one kill after many kills, and you'll have a rocket launcher. But it's a chance. It's not guaranteed that it's going to give you a specific power-up. It's a random thing, so you can either get very lucky to get that rocket launcher or get absolutely screwed by getting the refill power-up, which, you know, is helpful, but not in some situations that you wish you not to get. And then you have things called star cards. Star cards are the things on the bottom right corner, which allows you to do weapons and other things as well. There's consumables, which is not refillable unless you buy them, and then there's the other star cards that are the one on the left and right, which will give you one shot at doing it, and then refill without, you know, you actually buying something. As you can see right now, it's filling up right now, so it's rechargeable, so you can, you know, get that much. I guess like with the recharge thing, it'll allow you to get some more opportunities to use them. And so they vary between grenades, little pistols and guns that cause a lot of damage, and then you have a jetpack, which is my personal favorite. And then the top ones, they're not very deadly as sorts. They're more passive to protect you. You have one that's like a shield, a personal shield, which, you know, if you activate it, you have to hold on it, which is a downfall for it. So don't think that you tapping on it will give you any advantage, because it will not. Because if you just tap it, nothing's gonna happen. So if you want to use the power up, you're gonna have to hold down triangle to activate the personal shield. Once the personal shield is activated, you will have a personal shield around you, and you will not take any damage unless the person has a weapon that will cause you some damage. if it can penetrate shields, and that will consist of cycler rifles and scatter guns. And you know, and the star cards, they also come in sniper rifles. That's how you get sniper rifles in this game, besides the DLT 19X, which, you know, got some buffs, but I feel like if it got just a little bit more damage boosts to it, it would be good. But you just have to watch out for that as well. And then for small maps, you really want to focus on short-range weapons and medium weapons. Bringing long-range weapons will get you far, but not far enough where you need to be. So if I were you, get short-range weapons, which include the pistols, which, you know, not all of them are short-range. Some of them are medium-range as well, but pistols really do help a lot. And then the CA-87 will be very handy in this situation because it is a shotgun, a Jawa customized shotgun. So use that to your advantage, but be careful about it because it's kind of tricky to use, but once you know how to use it, it's pretty good. But before I forget, and before I end this video, I have to tell you how to get the star cards and the traits, and that's simple. It's by getting credits, and how you get credits is by winning a game of any game of sorts. So all you have to do is be a good baller and use those MLG Pro maneuvers that you've been storing all this time to get kills and then win the game or lose the game. Doesn't matter. But everyone knows that if you lose the game, you will get less credits than if you won a game. So if you want more credits and you want to not waste your time, then I suggest you win every single battle you do. Now that is impossible because nobody is perfect and nobody's going to win every single game unless you're Jesus, because Jesus will absolutely get every single kill. He will do 360 no scopes for days. He will just literally snap his fingers and everybody will be dead. He'll practically spawn kill every single body in the playing field, so you might as well quit the game and let him win because there is no way you can beat him. Absolutely not. So with that being said, once you get credits, you can get star cards. But with EA doing the whole new hot contracts are contracts, obviously, that are used to buy star cards and traits and new weapons. But here's the catch. You can't simply buy the card and go on your merry way. You have to buy the contract and then work for it. Talk about freaking capitalism right there, mate. So that being said, after you buy the contract, you have to work for it, and how you work for it is by the game will give you specific tasks to do. After you get the specific tasks, you will be rewarded with your new weapon, star card, or trait, whatever you've been working for. So if you want to get those things, you would have to do hot contracts. But thankfully, with the base cards and the base guns, you know, everything that was in the base game, you don't have to work for them. The only thing you have to work for are the DLC weapons and free content weapons as well. So anything that comes out with new weapons now, you will have to work out for the hot contracts. And then on the battlefield, you'll be noticing right now that I am a different character than everyone else. Well, he is Niam Nub, or Niam Nub, and he is a hero in Star Wars Battlefront, and there are heroes and villains, and how you activate a hero or villain is by finding a hero power-up on the battlefield, and they look like little rebellion stars. So once you find that on the battlefield, which is a rare thing, once you pick that up, you'll be able to choose which character you want to be. So if you want to be Luke Skywalker, you can be Luke Skywalker. You want to be Boba Fett, you can be Boba Fett. But you can't be Boba Fett as in the rebellion, so, you know, kind of makes sense. This game really wants to do for canon, so, you know, that's practically all I have to say about this. If these tips and guides helped you, please tell me in the comments. This really does help, and this is not the only review, this will not be the only tips and guides that I'll be doing. I'll be doing more in-depth of other things like star cards, because many of you may be asking yourself, what is a star card and what does it actually do and what are all the star cards. So I'll make sure I will do videos on that. So thank you everyone for watching this video, and if you like this review and this guide and tips, give it a like to support the Red Guard. And this is Brian the Bold signing out. Stay bold out there. Ciao.